actually met with the mayor and you met with the mayor and got trained by him?
No.
So who in the mayor's office trained you?
We got training from HPD and we got training from
So HPD now is training. So there's no crime happening right now in housing development. What do you normally do on a regular day? Before COVID, what did your position do? What were you?
Are you the business owner, sir?
You were a business owner.
No. Are you the business owner here?
It's irrelevant. I'm a citizen of the United States, and I am a citizen of the state of New York, and I am a citizen of New York City. All three of those allow me to question you. Sir, I want to ask you a simple question. What was your job before COVID? Why did you do at HPD? Were you a police officer?
No.
So what were you?
Housing inspector.
You were a housing inspector. So you inspected like the elevator shafts that would open up and children would fall down. That was your job. So we're trusting COVID health to a guy who allowed housing developments to have elevator shafts be empty. These are the guys that New York City, these two clowns that allowed children to fall down elevator shafts are the ones that we're trusting with COVID health. And we want to know why the numbers are spiking. We have Tweedledee and Tweedledum over here. What are you doing? What are you writing down over here? What violations are you writing? This store is doing nothing wrong. Inspection of what?
We don't write violations.
Who? What inspection did you do over here? I just watched you guys walk over here.
We did this before.
For what? You did that stuff for what? 3 milliseconds? You were standing over here writing whole sorts of stuff.
I didn't step in yet.
You have to listen what I'm trying to say. We're here to give out information.
Can you imagine if a bunch of Jews went to your community and started writing up your community?
We want to
do you understand that the mayor and the governor have been targeting our community? Do you understand that?
When I speak to you, you don't even seem like you speak English.
No, hold on. I would like to see your badge, please. I would like your badge number. You have to give it to me by law.
I can give you my badge number.
Yes, you can. You have to by law. Sir, yes, I want to see your badge. No, I want to see it. Thank you. Thank you. Why isn't your badge showing?
I don't have to wear it.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. By law, of course you do. You're working right now as he said it himself. You're working under the jurisdiction of the mayor's executive order as a policing authority. You have to show your badge.
When I go inside the business,
No, you have to publicly show your badge. When a citizen asks you for their badge, you have to give it. What is your badge? Please give me your badge number out loud. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. What is your badge number, please? Sir, what is your badge number, please? As you can see, I keep on asking for his badge number and he won't give it to me. Yours is clearly 4084. Your name is clearly Nazmul H. Rummy. You are acting professionally. He is acting very unprofessionally.
What are you writing? There's a Jew yelling at me? What are you writing? You're not answering him. Do you speak English?
What is your badge number? I'm going to keep on asking you. What is your badge number, sir? What is your badge number?
what's it for me?
What is your badge number? The zip code is 17742. What is your badge number here, please?
You don't give your badge number, I'm calling the police.
Call the police meanwhile, because I have this recording. Please give me your badge number.
He doesn't speak English.
He does speak English.
You're writing about Jews now?
You know, we left countries to come here specifically for this type of behavior. I would like your badge number, sir. I would like your badge number, sir. You work for HPD. There is no housing development here. It is irrelevant.
Are you the owner of this?
Irrelevant.
Okay, if you are, I give you my badge number inside.
I'm asking you as a citizen. You're in my community. I'm a citizen here. I'm in your community, and I see what you're doing. And I'm asking you. You are acting in a policing authority right now, which is legal under the executive order of the mayor, under the executive order of the governor, which is fine. You're entitled to do your job, but we are also entitled to ask for your badge number. You keep on flipping it over, and it is impossible to see. What is your badge number? You did not. You flipped it open and flipped it closed within a second. There is I'm sorry. I could not see your badge number. What is your badge number, sir? What is your HPD badge number? What is your HPD badge number? What is your HPD badge number?
We don't know who he is. He's not showing his badge.
He refuses to show his badge. We are with somebody with badge number 4084. This guy is acting professionally. This guy is acting like an unprofessional person, which is, I think, more typical of what's going on. What is your badge number, sir?
I showed you my badge twice.
You did not. Flipping it open and flipping it closed like that is not showing your badge number. You also, I am allowed to record you. You are on city property.
It's all right.
I know it's my right. I'm well aware of my rights.
And I showed you my badge twice.
You did not show me your badge. You did not.
I did.
I'm going to have to slow down this video, but by law, you have to show your badge. Your badge has to be visible.
Okay.
That's why they give these out. You see? Why aren't you wearing that? It should be clipped to your belt, or it should be hanging from your neck. Or you should verbally be telling me your badge number.
I'll tell you if you the owner.
No, that's not how this works. That's not how you see, you work for me. You work for him? Yes, you do. You work for all of us. We pay your salary, sir. And I understand that you have a hard job. Your job was very hard to make sure elevators work in housing developments and make sure shootings don't happen and that garbage is picked up. And you did a terrible job at that. So now the mayor had to find a new job. Go pick on Jews. I understand that. It's a tough job that you have. You need to drive around and pick on Jewish businesses. But now the Jews are going to start fighting back. And we're not going to allow this crap anymore. So please tell me your badge number so I can file a report against you.
I showed you my badge.
No, you did not. I have it on video, sir.
I did. So you have it on video.
I do. And I just checked. You can't see your badge because you're flipping it up and closed too fast. What is your badge number? Verbally tell me your badge number.
I'll tell you my badge number inside the store.
No, I'm not allowed to go inside the store. So you want me to go inside that store, which I'm not allowed to do, so you can write him up on a violation. You are the biggest piece of crap on 2 feet. Do you enjoy this job, sir, that you have?
Get out of here! Get out of
You wanted me to walk into this store with you, which would then be a violation. Like you guys gave a violation to Greens yesterday for having people in the store. What up?
His badge.
Please ask him for his badge number. He won't give his badge number.
You have to show his badge number to him. The business owner.
Ask him to verbally tell you his badge number. And he also wanted me to come into your store so he can give you a violation for having people in your store.
And nobody's in your store.
Right, as you can see, no one is here. They're being checked for their temperatures. They're wearing useless one-ply paper masks. He did not go into the Jewish restaurant, the non-Jewish restaurant next door. These are all people that saw it. Anybody here saw him go into that restaurant?
No.
No, into the restaurant next door. Everybody was here when they walked up here.
Yes.
That's 6 people here. All watched it happen. They walked up from the corner, walked directly to this store, walked in, never went into the store next door. They may have just written something in his little papers to make believe. I did. I have it on video. This Chinese store that actual people are in right now, that he didn't go into. This empty store that has been struggling, they went in here. Refuses to give. Can you ask him, manager, can you ask him to verbally give you his badge number? Because he said he would give it to the store owner. Ask him on video. Let's get the badge number. 4014. We now have his badge number from HPD. So do you have people living in this building? So there's no housing development in this restaurant. Do you realize these are 2 HPD people that are here now, right? Sir, this is private property. Unless they're here under a policing authority, they are not allowed into the store. Ask them if they're here under a policing authority, because if they are, he needs to wear his badge. No, but he's not wearing his badge. Under which executive order are you here, sir? Do you know which executive order you're even here for? No, they don't know anything. These are the same guys that little children fell down air shafts. Bed bugs are all over HPD buildings. Mayor de Blasio is the biggest slumlord in New York City, and these are the guys that allow it to happen. But I guess nothing is happening in any of the housing developments. No COVID going on in the housing developments. They can come here and bother. They can come here and bother. No, now they are because they're on video.
I think we have to put a yellow star every.
I'm curious if there's. I'm curious if there's any COVID going on in any of the Bronx or Brooklyn, Staten Island. Any housing developments have COVID problems that you maybe take care of? Because you guys are housing development people. You're inspectors for housing developments. Again, this is a restaurant, not a housing development. Is he giving you a violation? No violation? You know that he wanted me to come into the store so he can give you one, right? No, I have a mask. I would come in if I'm not in the store. Why are they still here? It's been like 5 minutes they've been in your store. What are they inspecting? He just came out of the back. What do you think, you're hiding people in your kitchen? These people are insane. What in God's name are you inspecting? The store is closed, sir. They're making, look at them. They're packaging orders for delivery. What in God's name are you doing? What training do you have for this? Not you. You do your great job. You guys feed our community. These two guys are here to bother our community. They didn't go, by the way, they didn't go next door. Next door they didn't go. Only here they went. They want to put you, all of you people, they want you all to be jobless. They want all of you to lose your jobs. This is your city at work. This is what happens when you vote for people that don't like you, that don't care about you. This is Bill de Blasio and Andy Cuomo. This is what they do. They want all of these people that are employed in this restaurant that's probably struggling as it is to be put out of business. They didn't go to the one-stop Chinese restaurant next door. They didn't go to any of the other restaurants on Nostrand Avenue. No, they came directly here to the Jewish place. They have their list. You know, Jews know all about lists. Someone needs to explain, what are they doing? An inspection shouldn't take more than 15 seconds. Anybody here? No? Good. On to the next restaurant. But instead, they're not. What are they doing here? Not only that, by them two being in here, they're increasing the percentage of people that are in here. They should ask the store owner to walk outside with them. It's a nice breezy day. Why are you still in this store? There's nobody here. Why are you in the store still? It makes zero sense. What, you looking for people in their iced tea? What are you looking for? You keep on looking up there. For what? There's tea and Pellegrino. What are you looking at? And a coffee machine. Are you looking for Jews under the floorboards? What are you looking for? What exactly are you two looking for? Besides, what do you even need two of you for? It's great that the city's going bankrupt, that we can afford these two guys to not be in the housing developments where kids fall down elevator shafts and wake up with bed bugs and have mice and rats all over the place and garbage and shootings and all sorts of crime. But HPD can come 2.5 miles away from the closest HPD jurisdiction to bother Jewish restaurants. Thank God we don't have a budget crisis on our hands. With major surplus left over from Giuliani. Trillions of dollars New York City has to pay for this. Thank God. They've now been in the store for well over 7 minutes. This is a small little restaurant, ends right over there in the back. There's nobody here but about 5 of the staff. This is absolutely absurd. I don't know what they're doing. Why does an inspection not take more than 30 seconds? Here comes one of the great workers, delivery guys. Put on my mask while he walks by. Thank you so much for helping our community. God bless you. See, delivery guys. That's all you needed to see. They take their food, stick it in a bag, hand it to the wonderful delivery guys who deliver it to our houses. Why? because Jews are bad or something. Jews are ookie. Why are you still in this store, sir? You've been here for almost 10 minutes. Not to mention the 5 you were outside. Why are you harassing our businesses? Why are you harassing our businesses? What do you gain from this? Why aren't you going to your boss and saying, I don't want to do something so immoral? Why are you in this business for so long? You've been here for over almost 10 minutes inside the store. This is not safe, sir. Your masks don't actually do anything. They're one-ply paper masks. They have about between a 1 and 10%. Here's another delivery guy. These are the guys that are doing a great job getting food to our community while we're all stuck not going to work because Jews are evil. This is what happens when a community is leaderless. This is what happens when we elect Democrats. Make no joke, come November 3rd. If you vote for a Democrat, this is what you're voting for. More of this. This is progressives. This is what a progressive government does. It blames outbreaks on Jews. Make no mistake, come November 3rd, if you are an Orthodox Jew and you vote for a Democrat, this is what you're voting for. More of this. And if you're black or Latino and you live, or Asian or white or any other person who lives in a housing development due to unfortunate events, this is why your buildings look like the crap that they do. Because the people that should be inspecting your buildings are busy here bothering Jews. These are two building inspectors that have been in a restaurant with zero training for over 10 minutes, that are not social distancing, that are wearing single-ply paper masks that actually do jack crap for COVID. These masks don't do a damn thing. It's why hospitals don't use them for COVID. If a doctor or nurse is caught wearing one of those, they are in a lot of trouble. Those masks don't do anything. If you're not social distancing, those masks don't do anything. They are not social distancing. They are a foot apart from each other. They've been a foot apart this entire time. They are not social distancing. They are looking over each other's shoulders. They are sharing equipment. And they are inside harassing a store owner for now going over 10 minutes. They're not letting these workers are not allowed to work because they're already only allowed to have a certain amount of workers in here anyways because of social distancing rules. They're trying as best as they can to get the food out. They have a whole bunch. While I've been here, 3 or 4 different delivery people were here. They're trying their hardest to stay open, to keep this community going, to keep all of these great employees employed during this hard time so they don't go on unemployment. And what do these 2 housing development clowns do? Instead of inspecting housing developments for elevator shafts so little black and Hispanic children don't fall down and crack their heads open and die, which is going on all over the city, instead of bed bugs being cleaned up and garbage being picked up and shootings and stabbings and theft and arson and all the sorts of crimes. No, these 2 clowns are sitting here bothering a wonderful small business owner in New York City. That's what we have all the money and time to do. And it looks like they called the cops, but I'm not really sure what the cops are going to say because I'm not doing anything illegal. I am social distanced. I don't know why they're harassing a small business owner. No, absolutely not. I will not turn my phone off. Sorry. Hold on. You're getting close. You should put your mask on, by the way. Ask him where his badge is. He's here under a policing authority. Okay. Hold on. You told me to turn my phone off. I'm not turning my phone off, sir. All the respect to the cops. You guys should stay safe. This community is very pro-police. But he's not showing his badge. By law, he has to show his badge.
All right,
that's fine. You can continue talking to him.
I have to talk to you. don't want to talk. Okay, so let me do my.
I do want to talk. You just walked right past me. Well, it seems that they called the cops.
No, we called.
Oh, we called the cops. No, I think they called the cops too. Because you just said who here called the cops, and one of them said I did. So one of them probably spoke to their commander, or whatever it was, and you know.
Why are you walking at this hour?
Because they're police. Police are allowed to go wherever they want.
So why are these guys?
The inspector, we don't know. That's what we're asking. They literally, they walked, they came right here. They walked by here, looked up at that store, and then came here and started writing a whole bunch of stuff. And they were in the store for over 10 minutes, not social distancing, wearing paper masks. Paper masks don't do anything. They're in a food establishment. They should be wearing real masks. But if they're inspecting food establishments, they should be wearing N95 masks. Any Orthodox Jew that votes for a Democrat in 12 days needs his head examined. This is what you're going to have. Republicans will give you more actual cops that will stop people from punching us in the head. Democrats send us housing development inspectors that can barely even get an elevator shaft working, let alone help our restaurants. They employ easy 7 or 8 people here. What looks like minorities, they look like minorities, delivery people, and this is what they want. They want to shut down a small business here. Can you please tell him that as a policing authority, he needs to wear his badge like you do?
Sir, they're here to do their job?
No, they're not. Exactly. And we're here to make sure they do their job.
Sir.
I never said he wasn't allowed to do his job.
Sir, again, all right?
Let's start over because okay, I'm going to talk to you because something's wrong with him. Maybe he also has a problem with Jews.
There's no need for that, all right?
Okay. Now, he got out of his car and said, turn off your cameras. You have training on this. I know this for a fact. You're not supposed to tell citizens to shut their cameras. I'm done with you. I'm not going to step back. I'm going to talk to this officer now. Okay?
How you doing?
Hi. I'm going to tell you what happened here. These 2 guys walked in off the corner. I want to tell you what happened, why this happened. They walked in off the corner, completely ignored this restaurant that has people in it, by the way, illegally, and came straight here. Now, you understand what's going on in this community right now, correct? Okay.
I hear you.
This community is being inundated by these inspectors. These are HPD inspectors, okay? You guys have to deal with, when these guys don't do their job, makes your job harder, because you guys now police HPD territory. You guys used to be housing cops, now it's NYPD. These guys are in charge of making sure elevator shafts, when the elevator opens, the kid doesn't fall down. Bed bugs, garbage pickup. They have 0 training in this. Look at this, going right to another Jewish restaurant. There they go. They completely skipped over the Chinese restaurant.
From what they told us, they have a specific route they have to take, all right?
Can you explain to me how a route goes from spoons, skips, and this is like Passover. This is opposite Passover. This is the holiday where only Jewish stores go to. This is the opposite of God. God skipped over the Jewish houses. HPD only goes to Jewish businesses. This is backwards. This is backwards Passover.
Just so you know, you're being recorded by bottom of camera.
So are you. I don't.
Gotta let you know.
So, why did I say that was wrong? I don't understand. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. They literally just went from spoons, skipped over number 1, which had people in it before, and now went into Bash Pizza. And the cops just said that they did that because they have a list. Who's making these lists? Look at this. They went, here they are again. Oh, a 3rd inspector is here now. Oh, you're not an inspector, okay. They went from spoons, skipped over number 1, and now came to Bash Pizza. It's magic. It's magic.
You're right.
So these 2 HPD guys claim, supposedly, that are in the store in Bash Pizza, the only reason they were in spoons for so long is because they were waiting for the police to come because they thought they were going to get beaten up. Yet they've now been in Bash Pizza for about 5 to 10 minutes. So I'm not really sure why they're claiming that they were only in spoons for that long, because they thought they were going to get harassed or beaten up. They actually thought their life was in jeopardy. I don't know what neighborhood they think they're in, but they're now been in Bash Pizza for over 5 minutes. And again, there's nobody here waiting for them. There's no crowd here, but they're still inside, still not social distancing. I don't know if you can see through the window here. Let me see if I can get it in here. They are literally inches from each other, not social distancing. If you look, the people behind the counter are social distanced, but the actual inspectors are not. It looks like they're now leaving. It looks like they're now leaving. Let's see where else they go. Let's see where they go from here. Oh, they got stuck. Maybe they're getting a bite to eat. Still not social distancing. Still not social distancing. These two guys are supposed to be investigating people social distancing, but they themselves are not social distancing. No, they didn't give a fine. There's nothing to find spoons on. They wanted to. They tried getting me to go into the store with them.
But they didn't end up getting.
He says, "Come in the store. I'll give you my badge number." I said, "Why? So when I go into the store, you can give them a violation?"
But they didn't end up giving.
No, and they called the cops. They were the ones who called the cops because they thought we were going to beat them up. So now, but they claim that's why they were in the store that long. They've now been in Bash Pizza for over 5 minutes. There's nobody in Bash Pizza right now. It's an empty store, completely empty. No one's in there. Let's see where they go next. Say hi to our local councilman. By the way, if anyone wants to see, there's no housing development anywhere in the skyline. Yet these two housing development inspectors are here. Under a policing authority given to them by this. Now they're jaywalking. Let's see how long this takes. This is what the city has money for. No money to cut all the weeds. No money to clean the streets. No, we have money for this. Harassment. Why 2 people are needed to do a job that 1 person can do? Who knows? Look at this. This guy shut down. Small business owner, can't open up. Why? Because this little store, he can't go and fix watches. This tiny little store, he can't fix a watch or fix someone's shoes. No. But we got these 2 clowns here from HPD, 2 guys that can't keep elevators. Let's see how long they're in this store for.
No, they don't come here to give tickets. They just come to explain.
No, they come to inspect, and then they take their inspection, and they come and give a ticket. I know how this works, sir. You're wrong. You're wrong. You're incorrect. They're not here to explain. Nobody needs explanations 10 months into a pandemic. Stop it. Falling for that is how we ended up in this situation. Why are you harassing our business owners? He has X's on the floor, 6 feet, got plastic everywhere. Leave the guy alone. Let him run his business. Let him run his business. This poor guy opened up in a Jewish community. Now he's getting harassed. I feel bad for him. He's getting hurt because of the Jews.
What they're harassing him about?
I don't know. Look, he has social distance tape.
Right.
Look at this. Look how great this store is. A small little store providing all sorts of, I don't know, knickknacks and soda and snacks for kids. And what do? They come here to harass store owners. They were in Spoons for over 15 minutes. They were in Bash Pizza for about 7 minutes. And they're in here for a minute and a half.
And it's open.
Literally a minute. I have it on video. A minute and a half. They're harassing the Jewish store owners. Because I'm on video, he checked. He looked to see if I was still copying him. And now he went into here. Guaranteed he would have went straight to Wolf's.
Wow.
They were in here for literally a minute and a half. They were in Spoons for over 10 minutes. They were in Bash Pizza for over 5. And they've literally been in here for a minute.
And it's all because of the Jewish community.
And it's because the Jewish community is getting targeted by the mayor and the governor. It's not right. Wow. I mean, these are HPD people. Have you read the stories about what goes on in the developments?
No.
How elevator doors open up and kids fall down? How garbage is not picked up? Arson, theft, rape.
All that.
All this. These are the guys that are supposed to be inspecting to make sure that the cameras are working, that the lights in the stairwells are supposed to be working. None of that. We seem to have so much money we can send 2 guys to do this job that an imbecile can do, okay? And they're not inspecting the housing developments. Mayor de Blasio is the biggest slumlord in New York City.
I agree.
There is no housing development within 2 miles of here. Now, I understand they're here under a policing authority. I get it. I understand how executive orders work. But number one, he's not wearing his badge. He should be wearing his badge under a policing authority. Yeah. Just like cops have to wear their badge. This guy is way more professional. The guy closer to us, 10,000 times more professional. Now, I don't know if there's some sort of job discrepancy between the two of them, but they were walking out until I said they were in there for a minute and a half. Now they're staying in there. It's magic. It's magic. But again, this store is literally what? You're here 6 feet by 10 feet, maybe?
Yeah.
Everything's covered in plastic. They got social distancing tape on the floor.
Yeah.
The owner's wearing a mask.
He has the no mask, no entry.
No mask, no entry. He's wearing a mask.
He's wearing a mask, yes.
So because this small business owner just happens to own a store in a Jewish community, he's getting harassed.
He's getting targeted.
And then what happens? People blame the Jews. You think that's right? I mean, are you Jewish?
No, I'm not.
Do you mind if we go on camera?
Yeah, I don't want to.
Okay, fine. So I won't put it on camera. Yeah. But you see what's happening here.
I see what's happening.
You go to any other community, you don't see them around.
No, not at all.
You don't see them anywhere. They were literally in the store for maybe 3 minutes. In Spoons for over 10. In Bash Pizza for over 5. They were in here for maybe 2 minutes. Maybe 2 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Not a lot. Where are they going next? To Wolf's. I bet you they spend a ton of time in Wolf's. The only reason why they might not is because they already spoke with the manager over there on the corner. So they already started with him. But these stores are allowed to be open.
Of course they are.
They're food stores. So why are you going in?
They have their own reasons why. If they don't have one, they'll make one up.
This is absolutely absurd. And they're not social distancing.
No, they're not.
No, I have it on video where they're literally looking over each other's shoulder.
Yeah.
With paper masks that don't do anything.
Wow.
These paper masks don't do anything. Paper masks work for when you're walking past somebody.
Yeah.
When you're they're together all day. They should be wearing N95 masks.
I agree.
Or at least the thicker ones of those. Those are like single paper ply, very useless. They should be wearing that and maybe a cotton mask on top of it.
Yeah, double up. Well, I'm sorry this is happening.
This is so wrong. These businesses finally are getting themselves back together, and this is what the city has money for. The city's broke. You have de Blasio begging Cuomo for money, and you have Cuomo begging Trump for money, and somehow we can pay 2 guys from housing development, which are falling apart, literally at the seams. We can have 2 of them stop inspecting over there and come over here. To be honest with you, where's their union? How is their union allowing this?
Are You should post this.
Don't they have pride in their job? If I was a housing development inspector, I would want to make sure that the housing developments were spick and span. But they're not. They're a disaster. They're a disaster of such proportion that the HUD secretary was going to take them over. They were so bad. You have elevator shifts. You have black and Hispanic kids. The shift opens up and they run in because they're going to go to school and they fall 25 floors down to their death. And dogs without leashes biting kids, yeah. and you have bed bugs all over, mice, rats, garbage everywhere, needles, yeah. Shootings, drug dealing going on. These are the inspectors that are supposed to be making sure that stuff doesn't happen. Now, not the criminal activity, that's the police. But it's very hard to get hurt in a stairwell if the stairwell is well lit. These are the guys that are supposed to inspect those buildings to make sure light bulbs are where they belong. But they're not. They're busy harassing Jewish store owners and non-Jewish store owners that just unfortunately happen to have a small business. And they've now spent more time outside the store with the manager than they spent inside this store. But it's a store that's allowed to be open.
Exactly.
What are they inspecting? They themselves are not social distancing.
No, they're not.
Let's see if I can get more information here. But thank you for understanding. I mean, this is what been going through this for weeks now, and this is not even as bad. You go into other places like Borough Park, or more that way, and it's trucks of these people are being dropped off.
Well, thank you for trying to do something about it.
Thank you for understanding. Absolutely absurd.
What are we doing?
Over 10 minutes in Spoons, over 5 minutes in Bash, a minute and a half to 2 minutes over there.
Now what?
They're inspecting.
Right. No, but they said they're not. Oh, they're inspecting.
They're inspecting. You know what an inspecting is?
Yeah.
It goes back into a computer system and then they get a ticket.
Right.
You don't actually get a ticket from the inspectors. You get a ticket from the city.
Yeah. He says that there's no tickets. Right.
Yeah? Tell it to all the store owners that are getting tickets.
Right. Right.
Look at this. Look at all these signs here. Right. Please keep social. The problem is the inspectors aren't social distancing. I have it on video. They're not. They were literally. No, one of them was looking over the shoulder of the other. Right. You want to talk about COVID transmission? It goes right behind the mask. Right. They were almost like kissing. That's how close their faces were. So look at all these signs. Do not enter. No exceptions. Please keep social distancing. To our councilman.
All right. Let's make it.
Look at this. They're still not social distancing. And this is a store that's allowed to be open.
All right. Let's get Harassed down. We got a concert going. We got a concert.
This is ridiculous. Yeah. I want to see let's see how long they're in this store for.
Thank you. Where's this going? To CNN? Where's it going to go? Wherever it goes.
Wherever it goes.
Hello? Twitter is stuff. We need his follow. We need his Twitter handle.
What does this store have to do in order to not be bothered from an inspector?
Are they in there now?
Yeah, they're in there now.
Am I allowed to go in?
As far as I know, you're allowed. It's a store.
I don't want to be under video.
Look, this is what they sell. They sell fruits and vegetables. They sell flowers. They sell sugar, all the things that you need in a supermarket. That's what this store sells. They're allowed to be open. They actually have delivery guys for people that can't get out. Here's one of their delivery guys. And they've already been in this store longer than they were in the other one. Every Jewish store they're in for 10 minutes, every non-Jewish store for a minute and a half.
Hi, how are you?
Or they just skip it.
Oh, hey, what's up? How are you doing? I follow you on Instagram. Yeah. How's everything? What's up?
Nice mask, by the way.
Thank you. But you could go to like Home Goods and buy like,
Just moving the camera away when people come in and out. Let's see how long it takes these inspectors to come out. And look, see, everyone's wearing masks. This community, everyone's wearing masks. Even the little kids, everyone's wearing masks. Yet we have inspectors coming to the Jewish restaurants and stores. That's what we have.
Exactly. Crazy.
Look, everyone's wearing masks. Even the little children are wearing masks. Everyone's wearing a mask.
Yeah, for some reason the inspectors skipped.
They skipped over number one.
They skipped number one.
And they went into here though because I was on camera. The guy looks over his shoulder and then stops
Yeah.
and goes in there for a minute and a half. He was in Spoons for over 10 minutes, in Bash Pizza for over 5.
Right.
He's now been in here for a good, I don't know, 4 or 5
They
minutes.
must be hooked up at Kahila Kashrus. They know all the Yiddish stores.
I don't know. I mean, no, they just go to the area and they just look.
Right.
They know Shomer Shabbos probably is what they look for. Look at this. They're inspecting the store. They have zero training. They are inspecting a store with zero training.
Yeah, no, I think they're just looking around, but I don't think they're doing anything.
No, but they are people that are supposed to inspect elevator shafts. They're supposed to inspect light bulbs in stairwells.
Could be.
What?
I don't know.
And you need 2 of them? We have so much money?
I know, but the city is just sending them out to do this. They're not actually getting a violation. They're just coming to look, I think.
That is nonsense. The violation comes in the mail.
But,
Yes.
I don't think they're writing them up, but...
They don't have the power to write them up. They then send the people that have the power to write them up.
Crazy times we're living in.
Yeah, but it's only here. And this poor small business owner just happens to have a store in a Jewish neighborhood and he got screwed. It's right over here. Yeah, no, it's just Jewish neighborhood. It's not even by zip code anymore. Now it's just by Jewish blocks. Everybody in the store is wearing a mask. What in God's name are they inspecting? I mean, look at this. Look at. They have all the signs up from the city. They even went and manufactured their own. They have all this stuff here, and these 2 guys are inside the store inspecting, bothering the manager who could be helping his customers. No, instead the manager has to deal with these 2 yahoos. Everybody here is wearing a mask. Every one of their employees. See? Guys are wearing masks. Thank you so much for keeping the store going during this time. Thank you. This is insane. Absolutely insane. These 2 yahoos are in now wolves for a good 6-7 minutes. For no reason. It doesn't take you more than a minute and a half to inspect this store. Walk in, walk out, and you're done. You want to do a write-up of your chart? Do it outside. Why are you doing it inside the store? You're putting more people... See, here's another person walking in with a mask. Everyone's got a mask in this community. But the only people not social distancing right now are the inspectors. And the manager kept on walking away, but they keep on walking over to him. So I guess he just gave up because they cornered him in a corner. But it's good that the inspectors are social distancing one from the other. Everyone's wearing masks. Look, everyone's wearing masks. Everyone's wearing masks here in the community, right over there. Oh, down there, someone's wearing a mask. But no, we go into this community. They went into the #1 Chinese restaurant for about a minute. They walked right out, went over to the kosher establishment for over 10 minutes. Then went to Bash Pizza, skipping back over #1, even though they said they were actually going to go back there. Now they were in this store for 7 minutes, over 7 minutes. I guess that's it. There's no more Jewish stores. You can turn around and go back now. You can go back to your car. Now, those are businesses that closed down because of the mayor and the governor.